Hello, you guys. How is everybody doing tonight? I know I'm on a little late. We'll try to stay on for like an hour and a half, right? Get off of him. Hell, get your big old butt off of him and leave him alone before you get a whooping. Let's see. Hey, the Black Barbie. What is going on, girl? They over there fighting. The bigger one always trying to bully the little one. The bigger one tried and bully the toy Yorkie. Look, I'm not playing with you. You was gonna get a whooping. Mr. Parker, Tyranny, Clarinetta, Shan. Who else came up in here? Let's see. Y'all hit the like button. And then after we leave here, we're going over into the members. So that means so that means that when we leave out of here, we're gonna go over to the members. If I ain't sleepy, if I get sleepy, because y'all know I got something else I got to do. Cause I just got home. I had to go get my nails done. I had an appointment to go get my nails done. I went over a couple days. I got blue this time, y'all. And my nails was looking raggedy. So I said, okay, it's been past 10 days. I be feeling self-conscious when they ain't looking right. Um so we like when we get off of here, if y'all don't hear me yarning and all of that, we'll we're going to the members tonight. I got something. I had got something to tell y'all. Um, let's see. Yes, you guys, please do hit the like button. Okay, please do hit the like button. I was trying to figure out how to use this thing, and I just don't. I be wanting to pull um video. He said I'm gonna do a little yarning. James Bowie. Hey Christian. Yes, you guys hit the like button as y'all come into the room, okay? I got some things I gotta do. I gotta wash and I gotta fold some clothes. Y'all know how I am. I do not go to sleep with dirty clothes in the dirty clothes hamper. So I gotta wash, fold clothes, um, and I gotta clean up one of my restrooms. And what else I gotta do? Uh, and that's it. Hey J Joe. I'll wait and let people start getting the notifications. Ashley, Shan. Oh, okay. I already said Shan. I was reading the Black Barbie's comment. Shan. Oh. Ooh. Mm, mm, mm. Oh Lord, y'all, my lower back hurt too. Oh, I think wearing those boots, but what I shouldn't have did was walk up and down the stairs with those heels on. That's what I was doing. I was walking the stairs that I had on heels. I forget I'm getting older. I can't be walking up all those stairs trying to exercise with heels on my boots. Hey, Rose flipping. I'm telling you, it almost took a sister out. I was breathing. I couldn't even talk. I said, "Oh Lord have mercy." I was embarrassed. Y'all make sure y'all come into the room, okay? I should have already had pulled up what I needed to pull up, right? I want us to talk about straight drop. I'm just giving people the opportunity to come in. Um, has Diane been in here? I'm gonna have to call Diane because I ain't heard from her. Y'all know, and listen, if I be missing you coming in here, just say I've been in here. I because I forget. I have 10 things going on in my mind. But I thought about Diane today. I was like, I haven't talked to her. Maybe it's just I haven't talked to her on the phone because I talk to her quite regularly on the phone, and I haven't talked to her on the phone. So maybe that's what it is. I'm gonna have to call her because I was getting ready to call her today, and I got sidetracked. Hold on, y'all. Lord, please let that be it, because I don't feel like being. Oh shit. Let's just do something to my damn nerve. Hey, Memphis 10, his lawyer left him high and dry. You guys, I wanted to talk about scrape drop. Okay, I was trying to pull it up. I had already looked at it, but I saw where he was denied. You're right, Memphis 10. His lawyer did leave him high and dry. I saw where his that of course it was disposed of, right? So with the case, with that particular case being disposed of, that would make me believe that it was denied. I haven't looked at the news. I did look at the public site where it says that the case was disposed of, which means that it was denied. As I said yesterday, when we talked about this, I don't know what grounds Straight Drop would have to have a new trial. Like Jennifer Johnson, is her name Jennifer Johnson or Jennifer Mitchell? Jennifer Mitchell, there was never any complaints filed against her. I believe, if you ask me, she kind of complied with whatever that the defense had wanted. And so then, Straight Drop's attorney is no longer on the. He's no longer on the case unless it didn't say anything about he was getting a court appointed attorney. It says that he was getting a PD, a public defender, right? So that would mean that he does not have any monies. He does not have any monies to continuously pay Luke. You know, Luke has done his job, and Luke works for a living, right? Luke Evans works for a living. So if Straight Drop does not have the money to pay him, it's a business for Luke, as it is for any lawyer. If he does not have the money to pay him to put him continuously keep him on, he's not going to drive from Nashville. The sensationalism at this point of the case is gone as far as the media. So it serves Luke no purpose. There's already been a trial. Um, Luke was paid. You know, Luke got paid. I'm trying to figure out who paid him. He sure got paid. But that's what happens when you don't have the money to pay an attorney. You might have you. I mean, they're gonna. I mean, they dropped the case. So I mean, he's no longer. It's looking like he's no longer on the case, not unless he's going to get a court appointed attorney, and it didn't say he had a court appointed attorney. So Harry, so that's interesting within itself, right? That's interesting within itself. I don't know how that is going to turn out, but it says that the case had been disposed of. So it would appear to me that if the case has been disposed of, it won't be heard anymore. He would have to I guess look at trying to get some type of appeals or something like that. I don't know, which means it would go to a higher court, right? I think he can try and get appeals in two courts. The Tennessee appellate court, or Tennessee Supreme Court or something like that, and then the Supreme Court, the Tennessee Appellate Court and the Supreme Court or something like that. So I think he could try and get appeals in two more courts. But when it comes to stuff like that, normally when it's shot down on that level, it's real hard to get the other courts to do anything differently. Now, with Straight Drop's attorney getting off of the case, okay, it appears that he's gotten off of the case. That kind of tells you everything. I mean, he feels like at this point there's no more water in that well. There's nothing else to turn. There is nothing. Everything has been exhausted, and he's definitely not going to be filing motions, and they ain't got no money. Um, and so he ain't gonna even play with him. Okay, he on to the next thing. So hey, listen, I figured that this would happen because I never understood why Straight Drop was trying to get a new trial. Y'all, why did they say he was trying to get a new trial? Y'all know I forget. Why? What grounds did he have to get a new trial? Straight Drop said in court he did not take the stand, in which most defendants don't take the stand. Not one witness was called, and that's not his attorney's fault. Hell, the witnesses lied at the feet of the defendant. You got somebody that's gonna vouch for you? You got an alibi? Who is it? My investigator is that his investigator was sitting up in there with him. Okay, so that's what she was in there for. Okay, she was sitting up in there with him. So if he had some witnesses, that would have been her job to go out there and figure and chase them waterfalls, right? To bring them witnesses back in there. She's a good investigator. She's top tier. Okay, so um, if he would have had some witnesses, she would have went out there and made sure that she found them, her and her team, and brought them back up in that court. I just gave y'all an exclusive because you motherfuckers didn't know that. So I just gave y'all something else to eat off of. Okay. Um, but yeah. Okay. So um, he ain't have no witnesses. He ain't have nothing for her. And she's like I said, they got a good team. He had a good team, okay, with him. Um, Luke could only work with what Straight Drop gave him, and he didn't give him nothing. Luke Luke looked like a damn fool in court because he was fighting a case, and it was already a losing battle because he didn't have nothing. Okay. He ain't had none. So they're gonna pack him up, send him on to the correction center. Okay. So why didn't Straight Drop give his investigator and his attorney some witnesses? Why weren't there witnesses in the courtroom? Okay. Why wasn't there witnesses in the courtroom? Okay. Why wasn't it? Why wasn't it witnesses on the stand? I mean, they didn't call nobody. They ain't Luke's fault. Cause see, what the attorney says is, who are your witnesses? His investigator was sitting right there next to him. She's a good investigator. Okay. She got a good team. What they would have did was they would have found the witnesses and made sure that they was in court. He ain't had nobody. Okay, so that's not his attorney's fault. So the only thing his attorney was doing, the only thing that his attorney, he said, it's fun. It's crazy to me that Straight dropped in. You know what? Streets want to know TV. I bet you that's gonna change. I bet you that's gonna change. It was already shaky, anyways. Okay. So, I mean, I don't know what to say. I ain't getting on here to dog nobody out. I'm turning on a new leaf in life. God, I've been filled with the Holy Ghost. Okay. So, I just, I can't get, I'm not gonna get on here and dog out nobody. But I mean, but it is what it is. I never understood, why. Hey, I listen. Straight Drop should have just continued on throwing himself a lifeline and been through with it, and maybe he wouldn't have got life in prison. Okay. Hey, Miss Diane. Hey, Joy Loves God. Did I miss anybody? Y'all know I be missing because I be looking all up and looking off and all that type of stuff when I get to talking. Because if I focus on the chat, y'all be tripping me out so bad. I don't. Y'all to take me off my focus. So sometimes when I'm talking, I don't look at the chat until later. Um. So I mean, like I said, I don't know. I guess I said before, nobody was willing to come in there and commit perjury. I mean, he couldn't say that he was somewhere else because the cameras show where he was at. So I mean, that right there was not gonna work out. If you say, well, you get somebody to come in there and commit perjury, they're gonna go to jail. So he was over my house, but the cameras showing exactly where he was at, right? So I mean, I just, hey, Diane, we was just talking about you. I just said I haven't talked to Diane, and I'm feeling some kind of way about that because I talked to Diane quite a bit. Althea says you named Luke right that put his hood back. Listen, Luke is a defense attorney that gets paid he gets paid to argue cases. So I mean, I can't be mad at Luke for not continuing on with a case when there's no more money involved. Who gonna go work for free? I can't be mad at him. Luke works for a living. Luke put all his. She said, "You better get out of your feelings. You know I have." Luke, put all of his eggs in a basket. Real talk with Tamara. You're not dodging anyone out, dogging anyone out. You are speaking facts, and the facts speak for. I'm telling you, Luke. All Luke had. I'm getting ready to tell y'all this right now. All Luke had, okay, was Orange Mound quit. That's all he had. He put all his eggs in that basket. They was hoping that the prosecutors would call Orange Mound quit, and Luke was gonna try and spin that thing. But because Paul Hagerman is an experienced prosecutor, he snatched it right away from him. He made it short and sweet. Okay, he already know the longer you go, the more you put out there all the evidence they got. They said we just gonna do bam, bam, bam. Okay. Um, Once they had Cornelius, I mean, they had the videos and stuff. I mean, shoot, that was it, right? And so once the Orange Mound quit didn't get up on this stand, that was over. Luke expressed how disappointed he was because Luke is a pretty good attorney. He was going to take that opportunity to put reasonable doubt in the minds of the jury and say Orange Mound quit was mad and Cornelius and them was mad at Straight Drop because they wanted to make money off of him. And if they framed him, I'm telling you what it was gonna be. It was actually Orange Mound quit and Cornelius. That's exactly what was gonna happen. Straight Drop let Cornelius know. Say it was you and quit. He didn't tell Straight Drop this. He didn't tell Cornelius to say it was quit and Juke. He could have said, see, they just treated Cornelius like he was a damn rag doll. Okay. They could have said, look, man, when me and you gonna get out of this, say it was Quet and Juke, or say it was, say it was Quet and anybody, Pookie Earl, and me and you, we gonna stick together. He said, no, you throw yourself under the bus and throw Quet in there and let me walk. Let me go so I can go finish being the rapper that they promised me that I was gonna be. Woo, these folks is damn fools out the books. And I get that from my old great aunties. They used to always say that. Everybody said, what is a damn fool out the book? A fool, the damnedest fool that there is, that it ain't even possible for a human to even be that stupid. It's something that they make up in a book. You so damn stupid, okay? I don't know where they get that from. That is, you can only make that up in a book, because I mean that person is just too crazy. That's what my aunties used to say. My great aunts. Um, so it said Luke was working for the feds when he was representing Dropp. Mr. Parker says, Lil T, how come I don't see Lil T? Where Lil T at? What's up, Lil T? He says, Mama G says, even Miss Tamara in chat, what made him think he was getting? I'm trying. Gray Face, what was the grounds for a new trial? Why did he say he wanted a new? Like, what was the grounds? I'm doing good. I mean, I'm trying to figure out on like what was the grounds for a new trial? Okay. Um, he didn't give his attorney no witnesses to call. A lot of people, get mad at Luke Evans and say Luke didn't call nobody. What he's supposed to do? Luke wasn't there when they did that crime. How in the hell can he call somebody? You have to give your attorney the witnesses. Hey, you have to give them your witnesses, and then your investigator get out there and do what they supposed to do. What's up, Disco Raven? Your investigators get out there and do what they supposed to do. Straight Drop had a real good investigator. She was sitting right there next to him the whole time. Like I said, I just gave y'all something to eat off of because y'all didn't know that. Okay? They get mad when I say that, and that's why I say it. Okay? I mean, when you got one of the best investigators out there sitting right next to you, got a team that's pretty good. They ain't better than me, but I mean, I have to give them their props. They outside. Y'all know what I always be saying. I ain't trying to toot my own horn, but toot toot. I got that from my grandma. My grandma used to say that. I ain't trying to toot my own horn. Toot toot. That's why y'all hear me say that all the time. Althea says, Luke didn't even bring a spend the night bag. He gave no ops about drops. I tell you. Yeah, she did. I ain't trying to toot my own horn. My grandma was something else for my mama to be so quiet. My mama's so quiet and unassuming. She ain't gonna say nothing bad about nobody. My grandma was feisty. I ain't trying to toot my own horn, but toot toot. That's how she said. But no, she say beep beep. Beep beep. Diane said Parker's who is anyways, you guys. Listen, I don't know what grounds. I don't know what grounds. I don't know what ground Straight Drop had to get another trial. I mean, there was Luke didn't call for a mistrial. Not one time did you ever hear Luke argue that that there was like misconduct as it relates to the judge. As I said, the judge seemed to me to be more partial to the defense, right? So I mean, there was nothing. So hey, you can't, you cannot be mad at Luke Evans for no longer being on the case. Evidently, Luke feels like he has exhausted all of his means, and last we heard, Straight Drop, according to Cornelius, Straight Drop said he has 7,000. Luke can make. I mean, I know Straight Drop don't think Luke gonna stay on his case for that little $7,000 when Luke probably makes $7,000 in one day, in a half of a day. So hey, I mean that's just how it is. That's just the way it is. So like I don't know what to say other than he get ready to go over there to the correction center. I don't know where he going from there. Okay, so I don't know where she go where he's going from there. Edward Pye says, I feel it's better he didn't take a plea and have a right appeal and retrial. Yeah, I mean, everybody that is convicted can always file an appeal. That's just their right to file an appeal. And so he asked for a retrial. That wasn't even an appeal, was it? He asked for a retrial or something. I have to look at that again. What did he ask for? Greyface, tell me exactly what it was that he asked for. Um, and so now, like I said, it goes to the appellate courts, and oftentimes the appellate courts are not going to if Judge Jennifer Johnson disposed it, there it's not going to be in it nothing much different. If he felt like something was wrong, if they felt like something was wrong, it was their opportunity to argue that in court. Nothing was ever argued in court. I mean, we look right at the trial. What did they do unfair? The trial wasn't even long enough for nothing to be unfair. Luke Evans never even argued with Paul Hagerman. You didn't hear a lot of objections because there were no objections to, I mean, everything was straight to the point. Hagerman never really had to say anything. All of the witnesses that knew about this just kind of laid it all out there. So hey, listen, I hate that happen. I hate Straight Drop put himself in this position. I do. I hate he put himself in this position. But unfortunately, these are the things that happens when you put yourself in these positions. Thank you, Miss Diane, for the $9.99 super sticker. So, is it over for him? Is it over? I think he's gonna at this point he's gonna have to help himself. Um, and he knows what he has to do to help himself. I mean, it just ain't nowhere around it. Straight Drop had the best attorney when he had Ganguly. I mean, Ganguly is known for getting good plea deals. He's the plea attorney and he knows how to get good plea deals. But Ganguly had told him he was gonna have to. He knew what he had to do. So and had him about to do it. Miss Muffin says it was over when he got arrested. Hmm. They said unfortunately he thought he was going to go free. Do y'all really believe that he thought that? Oh, Lord have mercy. I. Mm. But you have to think about at his age, he is young and impressionable. So if Yo Gotti told him he was gonna go free, I guess he would believe it, right? I mean, because you hear people that come into the chat sit up and holler about how much power Yo Gotti supposedly got, but his brother was getting ready to be indicted, and some more than people around him is gonna be indicted, and at some point he gonna face some type of charges. So I mean, I think if he had all this pull, Yo Gotti said himself that the feds had been following him. Why they following him for? If I mean, they would be just turning a blind eye if he had this kind of pull. So that's kind of delusional thinking. Joe Loves God said he had to be extremely gullible to believe that he would walk. Well, they put all their eggs in. I believe Cornelius when Cornelius said them folks was gonna take him out. Cornelius said that, and I believe it. I agree, Casper. I agree with you, the real. So, hey, I listen. I hate it turned out like this. And when I say like this, I'm talking about as a whole. I hate that young Dolph was assassinated, and as a result, it's been like a domino effect. When he fell, other people just started falling like down like dominoes. It's been a domino effect. So, I mean, it's just unfortunate. Straight Drop is very young, and he's getting ready to have a life of hell. Uh, yeah, hey, he's getting ready to have a life of hell. But hey, he did it to himself. And I get mad at the older guys who helped to pull him in this direction. Y'all know I was looking at today when I was sitting at the nail shop. I was looking at the public site, and then I went back and I was looking at the video of him on the phone the morning that he was getting ready to go kill young dog, and you could tell that he was troubled, and tears started coming to my eyes. Y'all know how I am. Y'all leave me alone because y'all know I am sensitive. And I was looking at him, I was like, he looked like he was troubled. You could tell that it was some old, rusty, crusty Negroes that was pushing him, man. You need to go ahead, do that. Go ahead, kill dog, man, so that we could boss up. And God been whooping their asses cat raggedy ever since, because they was wrong for that. They pushed somebody. They sold a dream to a young man who was already out there crashing out, ain't had the right type of guidance from no man. Okay, and they took advantage of that. They knew that he wanted fame, okay, and this is what they did, because they was never really gonna push him like that. They just wanted him to go and crash out, because what they was gonna kill him like they did Cornelius, if you ask me. And so those OGs got to pay for that. They're wrong for that. And I know people be getting mad at me because then why you blaming the OGs? Because them piss ass niggas was wrong for that. They know they was wrong. Okay. Yeah, Cornelius gave play by play, but see, they looked at Cornelius as being a crackhead, but Cornelius knew how to move afterwards. Cornelius knew that they was gonna kill him, and so he sent his girlfriend. He got out. He said, "I got out. Told let her spin the block." And told her to go and go get the money. That's the reasons why they pulled that $300 out, because they was never, when he walked up to that car, they was going to kill him. When they saw her, they couldn't give out the play. We had to do some, so whoever it was just had to give her what was in his pocket. It messed their plan up. Everything that they did afterwards never worked out because what they did to begin with was not right. Right? So Althea says, why did they extend Cornbread and Quetta trial out so long? That's suspect. Don't Cornbread go to court this month? I thought Cornbread go to court next week. If it's been changed, somebody tell me. Diane says, at one point, I really did feel sorry for Dropp. I had to realize that he's a cold-hearted serial unaliver. He's full of evil, and that's unfortunate. Hey, listen. Yeah. I mean, the young man has been misguided. And then I just want to say, I feel like maybe he got some mental illness going on. Cause look at what, and I'm not trying to make excuses. Look at what the charge that he had with the SEXUAL assault. No man in their right mind does what Straight Drop did. Okay. When they get to doing stuff like that, assaulting women sexually, that's a mental illness. I mean that's low down, and it's a mental illness because most men that are mentally sane don't have thoughts of doing what Straight Drop was accused of doing. Right? That's what he was accused of doing. They have twisted thoughts, but they be trying to think of how they can finesse a woman out of her drawers, not go and take them. Edward Potts says it's 150 people in the bushes. The feds got to be on here. The feds welcome on this page. We love them. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button for me, okay? Like, share, and subscribe, okay? Like, share, and subscribe. But make sure y'all run the likes up. Run the likes all the way up. Help to kick the video into the algorithm, okay? Um, he's easily influenced from what I can see. But I don't know if the feds are on here or not. I don't. They say Yo Gotti and the crew watching too. Yeah, how you doing, Yo Gotti? He's the biggest fan. He's the biggest fan of the show. Okay, they said I told y'all that what they say Yo Gotti be doing when he get that notification bell when I come on. If he in a meeting, he gonna run out. They say he runs out of the meetings. Um, he hear that notification bell. If he sleep, he jump up out of his sleep. So he the biggest fan. Okay, he the biggest fan of the show. So so he said mailbox head in the bushes. Y'all run the likes up for me. I would appreciate that so much. So I don't know, you guys. Now what Straight Drop has to do now, he's gonna have to do some appeals. What up the psych dog? He's gonna have to do some appeals. And hey, it goes from there. But it does not look like Luke Evans is gonna be with him because I don't think Luke Evans is his attorney anymore. So um yeah. So like I said, that ain't nothing bad. Hell, if you can't pay your attorney, that could have been any attorney. If you can't pay him, I mean, you just gonna have to go get you another attorney, or you're gonna have to ask them to give you one that because you can't afford one. So that's how it is with any case. It's no different with straight drop. I'm not saying anything bad about Luke because Luke is a lawyer. He's a lawyer that went to school so that he can charge lawyers fees, right? So I mean, and then when you ain't got no money, Luke ain't gonna be your lawyer no more. Not only Luke, but none of the rest of them. Hell, who works for free? Nobody, but a damn fool. Um, this is Sipe Drop with some cheese. Want some cheese? Straight Drop is a handsome little guy. Okay. So Straight Drop could have easily, like I always say, they could have easily marketed him, okay, to the young girls. Cause I mean, even if he was not that good of a rapper, they could have easily marketed him to the young girls in his age bracket. In his age bracket, right? But instead, what they chose to do what they chose to do was they helped to manipulate a young man right into his own demise. Oh Lord have mercy. So listen, y'all. Hey, I don't know what's next. Do you all think I need a consensus? People in the bushes, come out of the bushes. Cause y'all, it's another thing I'm gonna talk about too. Y'all, it's something else I gotta talk about as it relates to Lil Migo. Okay. So I want to talk about that before I get off. So y'all remind me of that. I'm full of energy tonight. When I was at the nail shop, they was giving us all types of liquor. And I normally don't drink no liquor. But that tequila, and I don't drink no, normally don't even drink no tequila. But that tequila was real sweet. I don't know what the Asians had in that tequila, but I had me 4 of them. So I'm full of energy tonight. Okay. So y'all make sure y'all run the likes up. Y'all run the likes all the way up. Okay. Run the likes all the way up. Yeah, I had me 4 of them. I had 2 while I was getting my toes done and 2 while I was getting my nails done. They said, see, you need Mr. Parker. That tequila doesn't need to. And what is Mr. Parker gonna do? Okay, y'all, hit the like button. I want to talk about. We're gonna get back on talking about straight drop, but I saw this today, right? And this right here tickled me so bad, y'all. Lil Migo been throwing some shots at Stan G. Now let me just say this, okay? And I'm gonna get back on straight drop, but it makes me wonder why would Lil Migo just out of the blue? Stan G ain't I ain't never heard Stan G say nothing about Lil Migo, okay? I've never heard Stan G say anything about Lil Migo. So why would Lil Migo just out of the blue call Stan G a powderhead and try to pick a fight with Stan G? Now, Lil Migo, we ain't forgot about, that the people since be saying that they use this you to get beefs going, and when they want to knock somebody off, they use you to do it. I mean, I just feel, you to start the beefs and stuff. So, I found that weird. I hope that's not the case. Now, Lil Migo, I had not been hearing anything about Lil Migo. Nobody been talking about Lil Migo. And all of a sudden, Lil Migo go at Stan G and call him a powder head. Cypress. Cypress. Oh no, Cypress. Come on now. I like Stan G. I feel, listen, I feel like they doing that at Stan G because they trying to start, they're targeting him. Stan G ain't saying nothing about Lil Migo. He went at, I done seen Stan G and Big 30 be into it. That was so funny. That was the funniest something I seen. But you don't hear Stan G talk about Migo. So why all of a sudden Migo takes shots at Stan G and says Stan G be hating on all of the young rappers, that he old and be hating on the young rappers. So where did that come from? Positive vibes says Stan G telling the truth and they trying to distract. Yeah, but I mean, when we start seeing Lil Migo, because we haven't seen them activate Lil Migo in a while. He had been quiet. And then all of a sudden he throw a shot at Stan G. To me, that's kind of weird and it probably bears watching. Okay, because regardless of what Stan G be saying, Stan G deserves to live just like anybody else. Let me go. You just need to go back and go on now. Go on, let me go. Just go on. Because we already, let me go. Just go on. Okay, because when you call yourself was messing with Grove Hero, we call the police on you and the FBI. Just y'all just go on, let me go and get on back to your music. Okay, just get on back to your music. Don't let them be getting you to get little dudes to be sent out as hitmen to go try to hit up Stan G. Just go on with your life. Cypress TV says Stan G telling the truth on their ass. Hate to admit it, but he is. He said he was gonna say something about Lil Migo. But Lil Migo started with Stan G first. I don't think 30 and Stan G even been into it no more. 30 been going on. 30 went on with his life. And I kind of like Big 30. So I don't be talking about Big 30 because I kind of like him. The Black Barber says, real talk with Tamara just a couple of days ago. You had his back and was defending him, and apparently they are watching your show for him to be popping out, starting mess with. Yeah, because Stan G was in my channel. He was in the cut. I believe if it wasn't yesterday, it was the other day. So I'm saying something because I just feel like it's weird for Lil Migo to all of a sudden come out of the blue and throw shots at Stan G. I just feel like that's really weird. I'm not trying to fight Stan G's battles or anything like that because I don't try to fight no men battles. But I think about what they said in the Bible. Okay, see, this is what we do on this channel. The women on this channel in the Bible, uh, Jesus says, "Wailing women win." And so whenever that, they wanted to get some breakthroughs, they went and got the praying women, and the women started praying and screaming to the top of their lungs to get some justice. And that's what we do over here. You think you're gonna be setting somebody up to be getting hit? We screams to the top of our lungs to the FBI. Okay, that's how we do it. We cry, we wail, we pray, and we tell. That's how we do it. Okay, just like we did with Grove Hero. Y'all look how many likes we got. How many likes we got, y'all? Run those likes up. Just like when they thought that they was gonna be doing something to Grove Hero. I sure did. I call over there to that North Precinct and I talked to the Colonel. Okay. One of my subscribers reached out to the FBI before we got off the line. She said, Miss T, them alphabet boys just sent me a email. They immediately contacted her while we was still on live. It was so many calls. They talking about Grove Hero out there giving out gifts and stuff, and they thought that we was going to allow them to put out threats that they was gonna kill him. They had already killed Dolph while he was giving back. They thought we was gonna let them put out threats to kill Grove Hero and not do anything about it. Absolutely not. I called that colonel. He said, "That's all right. My unmarked car is gonna be out there. They're gonna be out there deep." And I bet you they was. They'll never knock another leader down that's giving back to the Memphis community and get away with it. Okay. Um, Neo says Miss T is fair as fuck. It's a lot of people nervous, stressed, and ready to crash out, unfortunately. Yeah. I'm trying to understand though why they messing with Stan G. Stan G get on his channel and he talk his shit and he go on with his life. The Stan G really don't bother nobody. He really more funny than anything. Just like True Results. They have me tickled. I mean, they sitting up talking about Stan G uh telling something. Listen, if in order for Stan G to know something, that means in order for Stan G to know something, that means that somebody out in the street is telling him. If they told Stan G, they done told a whole lot of other people, which means the police already know. So they may as well just leave Stan G alone. Um, since they turned into night. They tuned in tonight in the bushes. Yeah, yeah, they in the bushes tonight, and I'm gonna give them a show tonight too. Look, they said, "Oh, not True Town." Yeah, I like True Results. True Results, cool people. Listen, y'all, True Results was on his channel. He had my back. He said they be trying to bully a woman, and he said, "Yeah," he said her name, real talk. He said, and you put a miss in front of her name. It's Miss Real Talk. She the queen. I like True Results for saying that. True Results had me laughing so hard. True Results was going in on another vlogger. It was so funny. I was listening to him and reading the comments. Yeah, I was hiccuping. I ain't had the hiccups in so long from laughing so hard. I was hiccuping. It was so funny. I ain't never heard True Results cuss a vlogger out like that. It was just too funny. And then the people in the comments, I don't know where those people come from, but they was hilarious. They said Stan G the guy that said, yeah, Stan G is the guy that says, "Oh man," they said, "Whatever happened to Rick?" You know what? I reached out to Rest in Peace Young Doll a few days ago. I sent him a message, and I'm sure he'll send me one back when he get the opportunity. Y'all make sure you guys hit the like button for me too, okay? Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. We was talking about Straight Drop. We were saying, is it over for Straight Drop? Because is it over for Straight Drop? Because he was denied, according to the news, according to public documents, the case has been disposed of. So I would assume that she denied it. She denied the motion for a retrial. And I guess what would have been those grounds for a retrial, right? I don't know, because the trial was so short. He can't say, well, I didn't have any witnesses. He can't say that because the witnesses would lie up on him, right? That burden would be up on him to ensure that he told his attorney and his investigator about witnesses, right? So that would not be the judge's fault. That would not even be his attorney's fault. That would strictly fall on him to ensure that he had credible people in place that could produce a credible alibi for him. He didn't have that. Um, Neo says Stan G doesn't say anything that's not already been said on YouTube already. Why these dudes out here panicking and exposing themselves, right? Stan G don't say none that folks ain't already talking about. These folks they just be crazy. So that's why I say, is it over? Of course, I'm sure he'll get about, I think he get about 2 or 3 appeals, but that could take years and years when you start trying to push cases through the appellate courts. I mean, it's just a slow motion, right? And it looks like his attorney has, is no longer with him. Um, and that could be for many reasons. It could be for financial reasons. No attorney is going to travel 3 hours one way, and he can't be paid, or it could be because um he feels like he has exhausted all his means, but it's more than likely money. Okay, it's more than likely money. Casper says yes, he's cooked. They may take some years off if he go ahead and tell what the business is, but he gonna do life. They gave him life with parole, and she even like they even chose not to prosecute him on quite a few of those charges. On the conspiracy, I think they chose not to. I think it's 3 charges he had that they chose not to prosecute him on, because that would have been like overkill, really. I guess in their eyes, right? Yeah. So, I mean, I don't even think they did him dirty. They didn't even do him dirty. She gave him life with parole. So he'll be going up for parole at some point in his life. He can be paroled. Like probably, I mean, after 30 years. By that time, Trey Aria would be in her 30s. Trey would more than likely be in his 40s. Um, they'll be going to the hearings at that point. They said, "What's life in Memphis?" I read, yeah, life is like, I think life is 50 something years. It might be 53 years or something like that in Memphis. See, people used to, because it used to be that all the way across the board that life was 25 years. But now each state is different. Their laws are different. Life in Tennessee is like 50, it may be very well 51 years. It may be. Doc 10 says, I thought it was life plus 35. That's what he got. He got life plus 35. He got 35 years on some of those other charges. He got 35 years on some of those other charges. So, yeah. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button for me, okay? Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. So that's interesting within itself. I will say this, I really I think I've said this continuously. I really hate that this happened. It does not give me any gratification to know that a young man that's 26 years old is going to be doing life plus 35 years. As a matter of fact, it's really a sad thing that he played himself out of his position. Um, but then I'm not allowing those OGs that was in his, that manipulated him, because they manipulated him to the T. They was never going to push Straight Drop like that. If Straight Drop had never gotten caught, they was not going to push him like that. They just was not going to do it. If he had not got caught, he wouldn't be alive. Because I think once it started getting hot, they had plans to. I've always said this from the very start. I believe that when he got to Indiana, they was going to take him out. So that's just my opinion. But even if they had not, I don't believe that they was going to. I don't believe that they was going to. What's the word that I'm looking for? Promote him like that, because it would have been too hot. It would have been too obvious. I think the federal government has let it be known that they're not playing with these people, these record labels and these athletes and all of these folks that think that they're going to use their money to pay for murders for hire. And I think it's just the beginning of showing them that they're not playing with them. We're kind of in the beginning stages of that, because they're gonna make an example out of somebody with a whole heap of money. Um, I kind of think that people felt like Juke. It was always known that Juke had some type of involvement with it, right? But it was also known that Juke was not the root of the tree. Juke was not the root of the tree. Um, we heard Straight Drop's attorney talk about um, the lawyers being paid by CMG. Yo Gotti is the owner of CMG. So if the lawyer if they're saying that CMG paid for the lawyers, that means that whoever owns CMG paid for them. I don't give a damn who gave them the money and who didn't. If it came out of a CMG account, that means that the owner actually was the one that financed the hitters that took Young Dolph out. I mean, technically, that's just how it is, right? So, like I said, I hate all of this stuff happen, and it didn't have to happen. Nobody loves to hate Yo Gotti. I mean, that's just crazy. I think we have to hold people accountable, and all of this was just very much unnecessary. Young Dolph didn't have to lose his life. I hate that Big Jook had lost his life. I hate Teasy lost his life. Right? There's been so many people. Um, like I said, it's been such a domino effect. I don't know. Um, how Big Jook lost his life. I don't know who was involved with that, but I hate that happened. So all of this stuff that happened because so many people, like maybe one person, and it could have been a couple more, wanted one man dead, and because some of these men are so fanned out, they didn't know how to um they didn't know how to not get involved. As I was saying before, how you gonna be a man and you have more loyalty to somebody because they are supposedly a owner of a record label, they supposedly got money. They're talking about, I want you to go and knock this man down, and you take that on just like Black Youngster did. You take on that beef as if you made Gotti your god. Young Dolph didn't have no issues with Black Youngster. He never even addressed him. And for Black Youngster to jump into that as if he had this hate for a man that he never had any problems with, that he didn't know. That's witchcraft all by itself, right? That's he was just up under a spell. He had that lust and that thirst to get a job done, to be in favor, just like Straight Drop did. It was no different. The position that Straight Drop had, Black Youngster had at one point, and Keon had at one point. And so like I said, I think it's sad. I don't think that the feds is gonna allow these people that had a consistent pattern. They had years to stop the pattern of trying to kill this man, and they didn't do it. They didn't do it. There are years, there's a pattern, and there's years of trying to do it. So you already know these folks is in trouble, right? So hey, listen. I hate all of this. It ain't my fault though. You know, when you don't talk the way people want you to talk, you just go ahead and put the real out there. It's her fault. They twist it like that. But it's not my fault. I didn't make Straight Drop go out there and kill that man. Straight Drop did it in hopes of, he thought he was gonna come up off of climbing off of the back of Young Dolph, and it just ain't happened like that, because you can't make wrong right. You can't make wrong right. And so it's a darn shame when our community is still divided. And that's the reasons why a lot of these damn cuckabug head Negroes is in the position that they're in now. It ain't nobody should be divided on that. What they did to that man was wrong. What they did to him was wrong. And for to say anything else is totally barbaric. It comes from a lot of jealousy and all of that plagues our community. Everybody should be saying they was wrong for how they did that boy. It was wrong. And so that negativity that was put into the air caused a domino effect. Next thing you know, we saw Teasy being killed. Next thing you know, we saw Juke being killed. And it's probably been some more. And so, like I always talk about, I done talked about changing the mindset until I'm blue in the face. But when it's all said and done, when people say, well, you're partial to Young Dolph, I tell them, look, let me tell you something. I stand on the side of what's right. I don't kiss no ass or nothing like that. I stand on the side of what's right. As I always say, people would like to ride the fence. That's how folks end up dead. Because they always got somebody around them. People like to sit on the fence. They sit on the fence so much they got splinters up their ass. I don't deal with no fence riders. And I'm not a fence rider. You know why? Because I'm not a coward. I'm not a coward. So I don't have to sit on the fence. What folks should be saying is, just like I say, what they did to that man was wrong. Yeah, we like Yo Gotti's music. Yeah, Yo Gotti came out before Dolph. Memphis rocked with Yo Gotti, but that was a betrayal to Memphis, what they did to Young Dolph. They know that was a damn betrayal. You don't take out nobody in a city that is impoverished, where you got a city where Memphis is turned. It ain't nothing but talent in Memphis. So you take a man out. Yo Gotti could have signed some people. Young Dolph could have signed some people. You take a man out that was signing dues and putting money in their pocket and giving back to a city that's hurting. You grew up in the city and y'all concoct a scheme to have this man killed, and you take away this jewel that was helping Memphis. That is a betrayal to the city that helped to put you on. So I don't deal with no weak folks. Okay. I don't deal with them. Kiss my ass. You Memphians supposed to be saying that. Listen, I'm still, if you gonna look rock anything with CMG, hey, I rocks with their music. But hey, what they did to that man was wrong. Folks wanna try to make you feel bad for saying, well, I ain't gonna say, that he was wrong, cause I might can get a crumb. They hoping that somebody that's affiliated with the CMG camp will come by and drop a crumb for them. So that's the reason why they sitting their ass on the fence with splinters up their damn ass. Okay? I don't deal with fence riders. When people ride the fence, I just push them on over to the other side. You ain't gonna deal with me. No, I ain't got nothing for you. I ain't look. We grew up together. We cool. We cool. But I'm pushing you over to the other side, bitch. You ain't gonna ride the fence. You gonna stand on the side of what's right, or I'm gonna push you over there to the other people. I ain't got to. I don't need no snakes around me. Okay. When I see you, I wave at you from the other side of the fence. Hey, but you keep going. Don't you stop. Don't stop. Hey, we cordial, but hey, no. Can we talk? No, we can't talk. I don't talk to snakes. So people, for whatever reasons, I think we have morally got away from what's right. Because morally nobody should have ever been killed. There was no reason for them to stalk this man and to have a history of trying to kill this man. As far as I know, they started trying to kill him in 2016. Okay, that's a long time. And the reason, and there's proof of that, because they got Keon is in jail right now for shooting at him. And what is Keon? He's an exec at CMG. That's not trying to talk bad about CMG. That's just stating a fact. It's Glorilla hidden yeah, I be listening to Let Her Cook. I likes that song. I listens to it. I listened to it today. Let Her Cook. Let Her Cook. I was bouncing. I like it. I want to see Glorilla do well. You don't hear me say I don't talk bad about it at all. Glorilla is the same age as my daughters. I look like a damn fool trying to talk bad and discourage a young woman that came from out of the trenches of Memphis. I grew up in the hoods in Memphis. I ain't talking bad about her. And she my daughter's age. Hell no, I want to see her do well. Okay? So Glorilla she's signed to CMG. So I would think if I was a CMG hater, I would be trying to hate on everybody over there. I mean, I like Big Boogie's energy. I've said that a lot. I like his energy. He's signed to CMG. So what people try to do is they try and guilt you into not saying anything or label you and try to isolate you. They see the isolation don't work because I'm told these motherfuckers, leave me alone. I want to be isolated. You don't look, leave me alone. I likes being left alone. So that don't work. But when it's all said and done, they don't want people to tell the truth. Okay. I mean, YouTube, I've been saying this, YouTube don't pay me nothing. Shit, it don't. So what I got to lose? I'm getting ready to start talking about my missing black children. I've been working on them shows. That's what y'all gonna start seeing me upload that more and more and more and more. Because one thing about it, even with this young dog's case, it's far from over. But we have to move on, right? We have to move on and talk about other things that are just as important. So I mean, it ain't no hate for me. I feel like young Dolph has gotten part of his justice. And so we're gonna follow him getting more of his justice as they put it, as they talk about it. Because ain't nobody on YouTube able to get young Dolph no justice. Nobody that is on the internet, not unless you use a stone cold certified lunatic, think you can be the one to get young Dolph some justice. Use a certified lunatic. Okay? No blogger can do that. We're not the investigators. We don't know all that they have. We don't know all that they have. Okay? So we're not able to do anything but just watch them. Let them cook. Let the investigators and the FBI cook. Okay? They cooking up something. I like that song. They cooking up something. We really need to make a remix, cooking up something. Okay? And we watch it and we continuously pray for there to be justice in totality. Because what happened to young Dolph represents something so much bigger, right? It represents something a whole lot bigger. It represents black men destroying each other, and it has to play out so that other black men that are watching can look at that and say, no, the price is too high. It's already what happened to Straight Drop has already, believe it or not, you might never know who it is, has already served as a deterrence to quite a few African American men that was out there just like Straight Drop, want to get into business just like Straight Drop, and probably had thoughts of doing something strange to get into the business. They looking at it, they made an example out of him, as they should, because he had no business going out there killing that man. And they looked at it and said the price is too high. Right? That's right. I'm not gonna get mad at nobody for saying it, coming into my chat saying they rock Glorilla when I know I be listening to Let Her Cook. Hell, I ain't gonna get mad at nobody for saying that they rock Big Boogie or nobody, if you ask me. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get up here on my thing and tell the truth. I'm not gonna cut no corners. What they did to that man was wrong. So I mean, hey, I when folks say, but you know, Paper Route ain't doing this, and that. Paper Route is doing good. They've been able to pick up the pieces good. You know, when they started talking about a competition, how could you ever try and compare a label, talk about what somebody doing when what they did was they took out their competition? I mean, to me, that's foul both ways. You should be fouled out, and that's foul. I, that's how I know people are twisted. Well, you know, Yo Gotti beating Young Dolph. Bitch ass nigga, they killed that boy to stop his greatness. What are you talking about? See, that's why I don't deal with sissies. What are you talking about? They killed that boy to stop his greatness because he was blazing. They stopped him. They interrupted his life. How y'all still comparing them? That don't even make no sense to me. Okay? It don't even make no sense. Yo Gotti beating Young Dolph. You have, that's why I know it's a lot of mental illness in the atmosphere. People they so brain fried like a scrambled egg because they so cracked out. They don't even know what they be saying. They don't even realize what they saying don't make no sense. Okay. So then, you know, people with their jealousy. Okay. Yeah, Makita's got some good cookies. I love their butter cookies. Cookies. It remind me of the cookies that I used to eat when I went to Norris Elementary. The school cookies. That's what they got. The butter school cookies. And so, anyways, you know, people had their jealousy of young Dolph when they want to sit on that fence. Well, you know, Dolph ain't gave me none. Was he supposed to? I mean, why he supposed to help to give you a lump sum of money? He could have let me hold some money. He did you a damn favor. Why? So you could take it to Quit. When then they said Quit was the pill man. All they gonna do is take it to Quit and overdose. Okay. So he did them a favor. They get mad because they chose fentanyl instead of getting some knowledge. They chose fentanyl. They chose pills. They chose crack. They so messed up now. They laugh at the folks on crack. Ah, they on crack. Quack is whack. And you on meth. That's how twisted people are. You on meth. You way worse off than a crackhead. You didn't see crackheads doing the type of stuff that these damn meth heads and fentanyl heads doing. Crack might help them. They so screwed up. They go smoke some crack. They might get some sense back. Instead, they smoking fentanyl and meth. Okay. And I ain't saying go and smoke crack. I'm being sarcastic. I'm saying they so screwed up and they brain so fried, crack might help them. Shit. I didn't see crackheads acting like these damn fools act. Tashawn says, I was saying that when I was in Orange Mound today. Yeah, Young Dolph was the truth. Yeah, Young Dolph's music was the truth. You didn't hear Young Dolph talk a lot about killing people. All Young Dolph talked about was just getting money. He was very cognizant of the type of um, stuff that he put into the atmosphere. He understood that words was powerful Because I heard him say, that some of these rappers don't, they got to watch what they put out there, and these kids are listening to them. He talked about staying bossed up all the time. You get mad at a man like that, you mess with him behind the scenes, and then he put out some records, a couple records dissing you, and because they go platinum, you want to kill him? Why? They should have left him alone. You try to block a man, you mess with him behind the scenes, and you get mad because he go public with it. You want to be sneaky and slick, and then he put it out there into the atmosphere to let everybody know, and you mad about it when you should just left him alone. Okay, they should have just left him alone. If Young Dolph had put out "Play with Your B" and it didn't go nowhere, it didn't get no numbers, they would have been laughing at him. They never would have tried to kill him. They never would have paid him no attention. They would have been calling him a local because he learned the business. He was able to go far. Money talks. Okay. It's a whole lot of young men from out of Memphis that is probably more talented than Young Dolph, because Memphis is full of talent, but they ain't got no money. Young Dolph had the money. Money talks. Money talks. They say money talking, bullshit walks. Money talks, and it makes everything that you got going on walk. And when I say that, it gives it legs, okay? It gives it legs to run on, okay? So, anyways, you guys, hey, I think as of right now, Straight Drop cooked. Okay, I think he cooked. We'll probably start hearing some. Sometimes it takes years to get in them appellate courts. They already backed up. So I mean, it should. We might hear about his case going before an appellate court in 4 years or something. Okay, I have another grandbaby by then, child. The black Barbie says, so many yo got it weak ass head garbage can. Tashawn says, they was hating on him, and now they got to listen to his music. Right, they got to listen to his music for the rest of their life. They got to pay for that. Well, he went to court today to try and get a new trial, and according to the public website, and I think it was on the news too. I do know on the public website they said that it was disposed of, which means that she denied a new trial, right? Um, so he's gonna have to go before an appeals court, and I think when they go before the appeals court, how many times do they give you? Yeah, how many times do they give you to go before an appeals court before you exhaust all of your means? Somebody help me out. I don't know. Shit, I can't never find nothing. I have my papers and everything. I was gonna try and pull it up, but I can't find it. You all hit the like button for me 3 times. I think it's around 2 or 3 times. I think you're right. Before you have exhausted all of your means, and you can't and you can't go any further. So hey, like I said, I don't wish that upon my worst enemy. I know Straight Drop has a mother. It's not his mom's fault that he made those decisions, and that's what I say. These dudes need to think about that, because in the end, that's all he gonna have is his mama. That's all he got. That's all he got. Nobody is gonna be talking about Straight Drop. Not even those dudes that claimed that they was with him. The ones that was when he killed Dolph that night. Talking about, we told you we got your back. Them dudes ain't. them dudes ain't have his back. They didn't have his back. Um, Hold on, I'm trying to pull it up. But that's what they tell you. JoJo Splat and them was brazen too, weren't they? Until JoJo Splat started having them breakdowns. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I was watching JoJo Splat. I was watching him. He called himself, got him another page, and I found it. Hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see, Justin Johnson. Let's see, News Channel 3. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. They moving Kojic out of Memphis again. Hold on, y'all. I'm looking for it. I don't see it. Let me see if I see it on News Channel 5. Y'all hit that like button for me, okay? Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button for me. Let's see. Maybe Channel 5 got it. Hold on. Y'all run the likes up. Maybe it's News Channel 13. I don't know why I can't find it. Oh, okay, here it is right here, y'all. Here it is. Let's hear this. I don't want to have to read it. Look like I might have to.
Memphis, Tennessee. A judge denied a new trial for Justin Johnson months after he was found guilty of murdering Memphis rapper Young Dolph. Related, Justin Johnson found guilty in murder of Memphis rapper Young Dolph. Judge Jennifer Mitchell denied Johnson's request on Tuesday, January 14th. On October 30th, Johnson's attorney requested a new trial, claiming there wasn't enough evidence presented during the 4-day murder trial in September. Related, convicted Young Dolph killer requests new trial. The prosecution's evidence in the case revolved around footage of Johnson wearing clothes which matched those worn by a gunman in surveillance video from the high-profile murder. Expert witnesses also tracked Johnson's phone movements on the day Young Dolph was killed and testified about his communication with other people alleged to be involved in the murder. Cornelius Smith, who admitted to taking part in Young Dolph's murder, testified against Johnson, and Johnson's half-brother testified about Johnson's movements in the days following the murder. Johnson's attorneys also took issue with Judge Mitchell's allowing of gruesome crime scene and autopsy photos that showed Young Dolph's body. Related, convicted Young Dolph killer sentenced to additional years in prison. Judge Mitchell immediately sentenced Johnson to life in prison following the conviction. He was later sentenced to 50 additional years for conspiracy to commit first-degree murder and being a convicted felon in possession of a handgun.
Okay, so he says that there wasn't enough evidence presented. Now, that's not the fault of the judge. That's not the judge's fault. Uh, Evidently, that lies in the hands of the jury. That's not for a judge to determine. Um, as it relates to that trial, evidently it was enough. They had enough on him to get a grand jury to indict him. Number two, evident it was enough for the jurors. They convicted him. If it wasn't enough evidence, the jury would have found him not guilty. So that does not fall on the judge in no way, shape, or form. Okay, a jury convicted him, right? Y'all hit the like button. Okay. So, like I said, when they say that Paul Hagerman didn't produce enough evidence, that was for the jury to decide. And a jury of his peers decided that he did produce enough evidence um to get a conviction. And so when they convicted him, then Judge Jennifer Johnson sentenced him to what was on the books. Okay, as far as the law is concerned. So she did nothing wrong. Okay. She only sentenced him to what was on the book after a jury of his peers convicted him, found him not guilty. I mean, found him guilty. Okay. So, anyway, this is, do you see when Big Moochie made that live before Dolph died and said F Dolph, he wasn't helping out? I seen it then 2 days. I think that happened way before he said it, but I seen it too. He didn't say F Dolph. I didn't hear him say it, F Dolph, but um he was mad. He said something about Dolph had not did a feature with him. So but that was way before Dolph had gotten killed. So when you have record labels, oftentimes, your artists, they'll, they might feel, I'm sure, a way about something. But that was way before he had gotten killed. Hmm. Yeah. So, is it over for Straight Drop? It looks like at this point, things are coming to a standstill. He's getting a new lawyer because Luke is no longer his lawyer. It looks like to me, that he's not his lawyer anymore. So, um, yeah. Anyways, y'all, I said I wanted to get into the members tonight. Um, I might have to get into the members in the morning. Cause if I get off and go live tonight in the members, I'll be on another hour. I'll have the same tea in the morning. I'll be up early, so we'll get on early. And if you miss it, you just get the opportunity to replay it. I'm gonna put some exclusive in the platinum. Okay. Anyways, y'all can hear I'm getting tired and I need to wash and stuff before I get too sleepy. So I enjoyed being on here with you all as always. I want you all to hit the like button. Please like, share, and subscribe. Okay. Tonight I'm just doing a recap. Cecilia and I'm coming in. The title was "Is It Over for Straight Drop?" He was denied. We just heard what News Channel 13 said. He was denied a new trial. So we probably it takes in Tennessee, they pretty slow with that appeals process, right? So going through an appellate court, it might be uh, mm, 4, 5, 6 years. Okay, that's how slow they pushing it. I mean, they backed up, so they still backed up from COVID. So it might be 4, 5, 6 years before he can get his case heard in an appeals court. So Fat Boy says, basically that's what he said. They played it. Okay, gotcha. Mm-hmm. So, like I said, all of this stuff is going to be interesting. It'll be interesting to see what Straight Drop's mindset is like now. Now that he knows that he is moving closer and closer to exhausting all of those means, and this being a permanent process. There was no technicalities on anything because Luke is good about calling out technicalities. Paul Haggard and them were pretty pristine with how they laid their case out because they already knew that Luke was gonna be looking for flaws and all. Okay. Cornelius hit a home run. That's what he did. He took the ball and he knocked it out the park. So it was hard to come back from that once he got up on that stand and admitted that he was involved. And once he said, yes, it was me, and he told on who the person was that was, with him. So anyways, you guys, hey, I definitely apologize to Mr. Parker before you go to bed for her. What did I say to Mr. Parker? What did I say to him? I ain't said nothing bad to Mr. Parker tonight. He ain't been in the chat in a few minutes. I ain't said nothing to Mr. Parker tonight to hurt his feelings. I don't think. And Mr. Parker feelings don't be hurt. Mr. Parker just be showing out. He probably in the bushes. Trust me. He stopped typing. He don't be going nowhere. He in the damn bushes, child. They said Cecilia says the appellate court is 3 to 5 years. So if the process is already 3 to 5 years and they're backed up, shoot, it might be 10 years before he get in court. So Trey would have not graduated from college. I told y'all. I told y'all he was in the bushes. I told y'all he don't be going nowhere. He be throwing them damn temper tantrums and be in the bushes. I told y'all he be in the bushes. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Y'all, do we have over 100 likes? Do we already have over 100 likes? Thank you, Althea, for coming through. Oh, y'all showed out tonight. Y'all, we really need to get like all of you all that have not hit the like button. Please do hit the like button. I know this was a good show tonight. Yeah, Trey will have his master's degree. Oh, okay. James says it's 133 to be exact. They've been showing out tonight. I appreciate that so much. Shout out to my sister Diane for sending in a super chat. I appreciate you for always supporting the channel. Cecilia says Trey will have his masters. Um, so yeah. Yeah, I would have gotten started letting y'all call in, but yeah, we would have been on here all night if I started letting y'all call in talking about it. But I mean, it's just kind of short. It's just kind of straight to the point. She denied a new trial, and he's gonna have to go before the appeals courts, which is a slow process. Like everybody in jail files an appeal, whether they guilty or not. We okay. Thank you, Tashawn. I appreciate that. Everybody. So that's why the process it takes a while because they have so many appeals and they've been already backed up since COVID. So you talking about the system is still backed up since COVID, and it's already, like Cecilia just said, a 3 to 5 year process. Okay, a 3 to 5 year process. Then and to be serious now, it could take every bit of 6, 7, 8 years for him to get back in. He says it's 125. You all make sure, because y'all make sure y'all hit the like button for me. Cecilia says straight job might as well go to church and in prison. The Black Barber says my brother doesn't let shit slide. That's right, brother. I keep your eyes on. ZK says 2 more likes. Thanks for, yeah, y'all. Give me 2 more likes. I'm unable to see how many likes we got on this particular um thing that I'm on. What's Stan G be saying? Run them likes up, get me hyped up. He said, run them likes up, get me hyped up. Yeah, run the likes up. Um, yeah. Y'all, oh, y'all, I told y'all I got my nail color is blue. I got a baby blue, and of course, y'all know I got my blue. I got a baby blue, and on one finger, I got my blue diamond, and I got my toes blue diamond. I got all of my toes are blue diamond, and then I got baby blue, and then on one of my fingers, I got the blue diamond. Next week I'm getting the green. Of course, yeah, I likes to wear the green, because they say you always supposed to keep something green on you in your purse, particularly in your purse. Get a piece of a green cloth and keep it in your purse. It draws money. It draws green. You supposed to say everything. Well, don't say everything green, because then you'll be drawing some simps to you. But money, 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 money comes to me. Okay, green attracts green money. Yeah, green is one of my favorite colors. I'm more so joking, but I always say that though. I like green stuff around me to attract funds, green money. Okay, money, 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 money comes to me. Oh, Fat Boy says, "Show us." Okay, I'll show you all. You talking about the green? When I get my green in 2 weeks, I'll show y'all. Yeah, I'm gonna start doing live shows at my studio. Of course, I have my camera and stuff on. I keep my camera off for a reason. I was sitting in the nail shop today, and every time I looked up, this lady was looking at me. I was like, I forgot to bring my mask, and she just wouldn't stop. No, normally when somebody look at you, if I'm staring at somebody and I go, I think I know that person. I think I know 'em. If I'm not gonna ask them, do I know you? I'm not gonna stare at them like a lunatic or something. When I would look up, I would stare at her, and she wouldn't stop. That's when you know they crazy. You know they crazy when they won't cut their eyes when you look up at them. I took my weave and put it over my face. Should put it over my face even more. I took my weave and pulled it around my eyes and turned my head. I said, I'm sick of her. Let her just look at the weave. But see, I don't like for people to stare at me like that. They be thinking of something they want to do to you or something. But anyways, you guys, I enjoyed you all tonight. As always, I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. I want you to all to know that you're such a blessing. I appreciate you for supporting this channel. Listen, even the people that be in the bushes, I wish the bush people would come out sometimes. I wish some of you all in the bushes would come out and just say hello, Miss Tamara. Um, I bet I would be shocked about everybody that is in the bushes. I wish they would just come out sometimes and say hello. I ain't gonna say nothing, even if I don't like you. I'm not gonna say anything bad to you. I'm just gonna say I knew you was a fan, and that's it. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying I knew you was a fan. You could have been said you was a fan, and just be through with it. I'm talking about some of the people I don't like. Okay, I'm not gonna be mean to them in the chat or nothing. Okay. Anyways, you guys, with all seriousness and stuff, I appreciate you all so very much. All of the vloggers that's doing their thing, that is not violating and breaking laws to violate other vloggers. Hey, keep continuously doing your thing. Those that are you already you're going to jail soon, because some of them are going to jail soon for real. Some of these vloggers. But all those vloggers that do their thing, hey, hats off to them. They stay in their own lane, they put out their content and they do their thing. And when they have integrity, when they see something on somebody else's channel, they don't try and duplicate what another person says and then discredit the person because they don't want for people to know that they've actually duplicated their work. They have the integrity to say, I was looking at Tamara's channel and this is where I got that from. Hey, shout out to her whether you like her or not. But it just goes to show a lot of these folks are just straight up they gutter. They sewer. They come from out the sewer and they just don't know how to do that, right? Which is why they don't grow. Okay, which is why they don't necessarily grow like they could grow. But hey, but to all the other vloggers, hey, that stay in their lane, do their thing, and they're not intimidated by anybody else, hey, hats off to them. I wish everybody the best, okay? But most of all, my subscribers absolutely rock. As I always say, this is the Real Grown Folks channel. We agree to disagree and we move on, okay? I love you guys, okay? I love you guys. I got some more things I got to do tonight, so I got to get off. But I love you guys. I want you all to have a good night.